What's going on? We're on day 4 with Norman. Let's get right into it. Finally, I could use one glove. I'm gonna put the glove on my left hand and leave my right hand free. Just like when I was in Iraq, I had a hard time remembering which hand was my clean hand and which one was my dirty hand. This clears everything up for me. I can now open doors and pick my nose and eat food and talk on my phone without having 2 dirty hands. So I use my left hand for feeding the num-nums, and I like to get this one all dirty and slimy. And this one, my right hand, is gonna be free for remotes, doors, leashes, and lovin's for the baby boy. All right, we're getting into the remote collar for Norman today. We are gonna be using the Dogtra IQ Mini. This thing is freaking amazing. They're using Wakanda plastic. We're not even using metal. It's amazing for the dogs. We're gonna use it completely neutral. He's gonna feel it with good stuff and bad stuff. We're gonna teach him that this is an extension of my voice. And then over the next 2 months, we're gonna be able to phase it out and he'll do everything completely naked. So to get started, let's go ahead and get it on his neck. When I do tighten it, I make it snug like a smartwatch. Notice we've got the flexi leash on this. Makes it flexi collar. Makes it really easy to take on and off. Because we do have a little extra, I'm gonna wrap it back on itself so it's not going to bug him or be an excuse for him to not pay attention down the road. Just trying to keep it out of the way. I'm snug like a smartwatch, not snug like a belt. And I make sure it's on by hitting the vibrate button. Oh yeah, it's on. Nice. All right, first, let's see what levels this guy feels. I pretty much have to be Matt Damon in the movie Rounders and play poker and see what levels he responds to, just using subtle cues. Most dogs, this is what they do when they feel it. They look around for a bug, and then for some reasons, they usually look at their butts because they think they farted. From there, then they start to recognize it. But I know some stoic dogs. I know some dogs who blink when they feel it, or their ears might move, or their breathing might change. So I'm gonna be Matt Damon, and I'm gonna see what level Norman feels here. Let's see here. Let's see. Now it could be real subtle. Could be something dramatic. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna start tapping the button and see what he responds to. Let's tap and turn up slowly. Right there. Looked around a little bit and sat. It was on a level 10. Odds are he probably felt it before then, but that's where he recognized it, and he kind of just stopped, looked around, and sat. Let's do the same thing. Let's see what levels he recognizes this time. I'm gonna take a couple steps forward, get him moving. Nice. And tap, tap, tap. Right there, he's assuming to go over to the place because that's what we did yesterday. There it is. What was that? What was that? That's crazy. Let's do it again. Right there. Perfect. Now it's a level 10 again. Odds are he's probably feeling lower than that. That's why we're going to start on level 0 every single time. And we're following the blueprint. I only turn it up if he flips me off. So as long as he's making an attempt, I'll help him all day long. An example of an attempt would be he goes to another person, or he sits. Look at him, are you looking for the bug? Or he goes to his dog bed. All of those are attempts. Or we all know with Norman, he's gonna stand there awkwardly. To me, that's an attempt. Now, if he clearly flips me off, if he's eating cookies, or he's sniffing, or he's staring at another dog, if he's not making that clear attempt, that's when I'll turn it up slowly, about 5 points at a time, until I grab his attention. Once I do, I go right back down to baseline from there. So, let me show you what I'm talking about. Good boy, Norman. I'm on 0. Let's see what happens. Norman, come. Good. Go play. Remember, no button on the word go play. Norman, come. Nice. Good. Sit. Hit the button on sit. Sit. Still on 0. He's making an attempt. He's trying to figure it out. Sit. Good boy. Go play. Now there you can see he's a texture sitter. As he was trying to sit, he wanted to lean against the wall, then he got over to the rug. Super common with young dogs. Let's see what happens now. I'm on a 0. Norman, come. Good boy. Go play. Nice. He's doing great. Good. Norman, come. Good. Place. Sit. Nice. I'm on 0, just tapping the button with words. He already knows. Good. Go play. Nice. Let him eat. Feeding the chickens here, putting a bunch of food on the ground. While he's hunting and gathering, I'll start to tell him come, and I'll walk you through the whole thing. Starting on a 0. Norman, come. No attempt. He's flipping me off while he's eating his chow, so I'll go up 5. Norman, come. Come. Going up 5 more. Come. There it is. Back to 0. So I got all the way up to a 15 until I grabbed his attention, and then I'm back to 0. Imagine this was me raising my voice at the Broncos game at the stadium. And then once we got back to the house, we're watching that Broncos game on the couch. So I lowered my voice back to that 0. Notice though, I'm not actually raising my voice. So I'm letting the bugs do the work for me. What are you doing, monkey boy? So let's go ahead and feed the horses. He's eating. Let me create some separation. I'm on a 0. Norman, come. No attempt. Norman, come. Up a little bit more. Come. Come. Norman, come. Going up 5 points each time. Norman, come. Norman, come. Good. Then back to 0. Oh no, you're over there. Camera. Good. Sorry about that, camera. So I got up to a 25 that time, and then back to 0. Good boy. Good. Go play. Good. While he's eating, I'll create some separation. And he didn't do it. He needs more. He needs more. All right, I'm on 0. Norman, come. Come. Good. Back to 0. Go play. No button on go play. That time just took a 5. So notice how smart he is. It just takes a couple reps, and he starts to put 2 and 2 together and realize the leash isn't going to make him do it. I'm not going to come drag him anymore. I'm not going to chase him. The magical unicorn magic is going to do the work for me. Let's do another rep. I'm on 0. Norman, come. There it is. There it is. Uh-oh, he saw a treat. We're going back to it. Up 5. Norman, come. Come. Good. Got up to a 10, and then back to 0. And in the grand scheme of things, I don't feel it till about a 25 or a 30, and he's being pulled away from cookies on a 10. Let's do another one coming through one more time. Let's see what happens here. He's going to eat. He's eating. I'll walk you through it. Because I'm a world famous author, I'll walk you through exactly what's happening. I will narrate, if you will. I'm on 0. Norman, come. You flipped me off. Up 5. Norman, come. Good boy. Back to 0. Good boy. Go play. Nice. He's doing great. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys and teach him the off command. Now, off is handled the same exact way as come. The only difference is he gets no treats, no food, or no pets, no physical love. I will give him verbal praise. I'll talk to him like a human, but no treats, no pets. The reason is I don't want to reward him for doing good stuff. A poem I like to use is, you only want to treat what you want to repeat. So I want to repeat sit and fetch and come. So we'll give treats, pets, toys, love. You can do whatever you want with those words, but with off and quiet, those only 2 words, I want to go ahead and give no treats, no pets whenever he stops doing it. The reason is if he jumps on mom and I tell him off, he'll stop. And if I give him a cookie, he'll figure out, hey, every time I jump on mom, I get a cookie. So with off and quiet, those are the only 2 words. No treats, no pets. All right, we're now going to pretend this is chocolate mixed with fentanyl, and he'll get sick if he eats it. So I'm going to tell him the off command until he leaves my food alone. Let's see how smart he really is. All right, starting with my hand closed. I'm going to build a force field and keep him out of my force field. Off, off. Good. That was a 10. He's now going to try a different angle. He's going to try and break through that force field. Here he comes. Off. Good. Good. Notice no treats, no pets, but he does get verbal praise. Nice. There he is. There's a smart boy. That's too easy. Now I'm going to open my hand. So when I open my hand, hopefully he can get some tastes. Let's see what level I'll take this time. Starting with my hand open. No, you're being dramatic. You're being so dramatic. All right, so he's eating right now. Don't be suspicious. All right, I'm on 0. Off. Dramatic. Good. I like it. That's a 0. He's respecting the word. He's being super smart. Now, let's put it on the ground. Don't let him get the fentanyl. Off. Off. Good. Building a force field. Now, I have my hand to help cover it up if he does go for it. Off. Off. Good. He's going to try a different angle. He's a smart boy. Here he comes. He's going to try in that back angle. What? Good. Good. At least kind of wrapped up. It's okay. Put some more fentanyl on the ground for him. Oh no, don't eat the chocolate and fentanyl. You're being a smart boy. Off. Good. Now I don't want him to stop because my hand, I'm using my hand just to slow him down. But again, that was a 0. And remember, no treats, no pets. All he gets is verbal praise. So I'm trying to pick these up so he can't get them. I picked most of them up. So do what I say, not what I do. There's a couple on the ground. I just can't pick them all up. I'm tired and it's late. I'm just kidding. Let me go ahead. What are you doing? You're being weird. You look like a billy goat. Go play. Ooh. He's going to eat some food. While he's eating, I'm going to do another repetition to come. Let's see what happens. I'm out of food. I have a couple. I have like 1 kibble left. Let's see what happens. I'm on a 0. Hello. Hello, camera. I'm on a 0. Norman, come. Nice. Perfect. There it is. Now with come, I want about 20 reps of come throughout the day. You can call him in between multiple people. You can call him away from distractions. You can do it when he's not distracted, just like I'm doing here. With off and quiet, no dedicated training. You don't have to do reps. You're not going to recreate that fentanyl drill we were doing. That's just to teach them. Most dogs, they get tons of reps just from being crazy puppies. Norman, he'll get a couple reps. He likes to chew on sticks. Mom says he likes to dig. So I'll catch him a couple times throughout the day. And then quiet. He doesn't make a sound. I don't think I've ever heard him make a sound. But with quiet, it is handled the same exact way as off. And with that, I don't want to take the bark completely out of the dogs. So if they're barking to communicate that there's a critter or a creeper, let them communicate. Or if they've got to go to the bathroom, that's cool. But if they're doing it out of an annoyance to come back inside or be let out of a crate after a couple minutes, if they're doing it for annoyance, or barking at the dog next door or the mailman. Sorry, I forgot about those major things that dogs bark at. My bad. I swear I'm a dog trainer. With that, you be the judge. If you're in a Zoom call, if the baby's sleeping, tell them quiet. And quiet and off are handled the same exact way, following the same blueprint. As long as he's trying, help him, help him, help him. But if he flips you off, that's when you'll turn up the levels. One thing that helps me, if you remember when we were kids, we read the Choose Your Own Adventure books. To me, I walk up and I have 3 doors. One door says, he does it, and we're going to have a party. I tell him, come on 0. He comes to me. We have a party. The other door, it says attempt, and he's trying. If that happens, if I open up that door and he's trying, I help, help, help. And then that third door, it's a big old middle finger flipping me off. And if he's clearly not trying, that's when I slowly adjust the levels little by little until I get his attention. And then I go back to 0 from there. So if you follow that blueprint, you're going to be able to work through the eCollar without stressing the dog out. The way everyone else teaches it, they teach the dog everything first. They layer this on top, and if the dog doesn't do it, then they turn it up. That works great for a hunting dog. That's not going to work good for Norman. He's a sensitive soul. So this other way, we're turning the collar into a physical clicker. And my goal, again, is to phase out of it over 45 days to 2 months. All right, guys, this is a great day one on the eCollar with Norman. It's actually day 4, but day 1 on the eCollar. I'm getting excited. Today especially, it's kind of like my girlfriend. After 2 weeks, she starts wearing sweatpants. She doesn't wear makeup as much. We start to get comfortable. She farts in front of me. I think the honeymoon stage kind of officially wore out with Norman today. Just the chewing the sticks, picking on the girls. So I'm really excited to get some skin in the game and have him respect my voice, so that way I don't have to get frustrated or run across the room anymore to snatch a stick out of his mouth. All right, guys, I'm excited for tomorrow. We'll continue on with this command with the eCollar, but outside. And then we're going to start moving on to that place command and work on that duration and work on that impulse control. And my goal, my single purpose in life, is to make Norman better than a service dog. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Peace. Look, just one today. That's all we need. Boosh, done. CSI in your face.